final stop is Anfield, where Liverpool entertained Steve Bruce's Wigan side, hoping to maintain their unbeaten record this term and keep pace with Chelsea at the top. They'd have to do that without star striker Fernando Torres, who picked up a hamstring injury playing for Spain. With Ryan Babel also sidelined, Dirk Kuyt was pushed forward and Jermaine Pennant made his first start of the season. At the back, Daniel Agger replaced the injured Martin Skirtle. Rejuvenated Wigan striker Emil Heskey, now a big hit with England, has been linked with a return to Liverpool, but missed this match with his former club injured against Belarus. Premier League top scorer Amir Zaki did play. The Egyptian shook off a calf strain to appear on the biggest stage so far.
It's Valencia with the tricks. Valencia again. Zaki tried to remain onside, just on the edge of the Liverpool penalty area. Good start this by Wigan. De Ridder dropping the shoulder, his first Premier League start since his days at Birmingham City back in December.
Oh, he's got a free kick, a very good angle as well, and as you say, Gary, they're not short of committing players forward here. They've had a real go in the early stages and a chance here to drop something in that 6-yard box. Two centre-backs have gone up, Sharner and Bramble, so a bit of work here for Liverpool to do.
Liverpool having to be on their guard early on. Flicks off the head of Arbeloa. There's Catamol. Was watched by Liverpool a couple of times last season.
Yeah, it's a little bit high for him, he had to take it early. Dirk Kuyt right out in his face there. But Steve Bruce is obviously of a mind to come here and have a go. He probably feels he has nothing to lose. And even this early in the game, they've managed to squeeze the game into the Liverpool half of the pitch.
Yeah, they've got Valencia playing just behind Zaki and De Ridder out on this near side, Capo out on the far side. That's the way Wigan have lined up. We were wondering what kind of... we knew the formation, but who would play where. And that's what Steve Bruce has gone with here. It is quite an incredible record Steve Bruce has against Rafa Benitez in the league. Unbeaten against this Spaniard. He's had a real rollercoaster ride against Liverpool. Steve Bruce is player and manager, score of an own goal on his debut against Liverpool for Norwich City. Hiding in the FA Cup a couple of years ago as well as manager of Birmingham City. A goal scorer here against Liverpool for Manchester United. And that fabulous record he has against Benitez, as we mentioned. Sometimes these things happen in football. Here's the returning Jermaine Pennant, who was on his way to Blackburn Rovers in the transfer window, but didn't fancy the move to Ewood Park. Starting here today. Challenged by Catamol on Alonso. And a free kick to Liverpool.
Yeah, he's not going to get away with that, Lee Catamol. He's the one who's going to hold for Wigan today. He's going to try and break up as much of the Liverpool fluency as he possibly can. He's certainly leading with his studs there. Pennant should have had a free kick there for me. He did well to stay on his feet, but Catamol's certainly reckless here.
Chris Kirkland keeping an eye on that. His feet went out of play, but the assistant referee says the ball didn't. Liverpool fan, as a man and a boy, Chris Kirkland had the spell, of course, here at Anfield. There's Melchior, closed down keenly by Robbie Keane. Now Riera. You can see how many bodies are inside the Liverpool half there. How many Wigan bodies are inside that half. They're definitely not here to sit back.
Well, I think they can play a bit higher today, Gary, because in the absence of Torres, Liverpool don't really have any blistering pace up front. And it might allow Bramble and Sharner to play a little bit higher than they would have had Torres been playing.
Liverpool unbeaten so far this season. 17 points at start of this weekend. Start of play here. It's their joint best Premier League start for 12 years. Dirk Kuyt taking that one in the face. This is Capo. Now Palacios. Flipping it back towards Capo. De Ridder waiting in the middle. Jamie Carragher covering.
Well, it did well to step out, Carragher, because De Ridder was at the back post had it come across the face of goal. Carragher out into the wide area immediately, and it's a good block.
Sharner forward again. Zaki, Capo in the mix here for Wigan. And that's Keane, all forward as you can see in the red shirt for Liverpool. Steve Bruce always says he makes sure that the sides he brings here are not beaten before they go out. The old psychology of football. He had Stoke City come here a few weeks ago. Tony Pulis made a conscious effort to make sure every Stoke player he picked that day had some experience of playing here at Anfield. Steve Bruce insists his side will not believe they're beaten.
I would have to say they've been very bright and very tidy so far. A lot of work left in the game for them, obviously, but no sign of an inferiority complex.
There's Zaki, declared fit before kickoff. Keane trying to twist away from Bramble. It's a foul, free kick to Liverpool.
Yeah, I had a little tug there, Titus Bramble. I think he knew Robbie Keane was going to lay it off there, and he's determined that he wasn't going to be allowed to do it because Liverpool were breaking very quickly. Good support arriving.
This is Gerrard. Sliding in, De Ridder presents the ball to Dirk Kuyt. It was Sean who went flying in around the Dutchman. Now Riera running at Melchior. Wicked ball in from Albert Riera.
Well, he did brilliantly to make half a yard. Just dropped the shoulder there and made half a yard on the line. Melchior wasn't able to stop it coming over. He's just too heavy with the final touch. Well, this is what he's capable of. Just a little shift and hit the last moment.
Very tall for a winger, Albert Riera, 6'2", but great balance, great poise.
Well, he goes either way. There's good variation about his game. It's not the case that he can only go on the outside or the inside. He can go either way.
De Ridder has got De Sena for company, and De Sena, the Italian, just had an arm on the shoulder of Daniel De Ridder. Getting his first Premier League start for Wigan Athletic. There's the Dutchman who came through the academy at Ajax. 2 poor years in Spain for him, didn't enjoy his time at Spain, and then of course it was Steve Bruce who brought him to the Premier League with Birmingham City. Daniel Heskey missing out, but he is here, linked with a move to Liverpool. Rafa Benitez, a long-time admirer of Heskey. The question is, if the opportunity arose, would Heskey swap Wigan for Liverpool? Would he be prepared at times to sit on the bench, or would he try and stay at Wigan and play football and try and get in the England squad for the World Cup if they make it? That's the question. Rafa Benitez has admitted these games are dangerous straight after the international break when your players, a lot of them didn't arrive until yesterday. Mascherano for Liverpool today, Lucas on the bench. Wigan had Palacios and Figueroa arrived back yesterday. Valencia came back from Ecuador earlier in the week after he was sent off in their game last weekend. Daniel Agger. Now Riera trying to nudge the ball on for Dirk Kuyt. Sean almost sold Kirkland short. And the keeper got his defender out of jail, or vice versa maybe, because Sean having a few words with Kirkland.
That's a great read again there by Jamie Carragher as the ball was slipped into the channel for Zaki. Right on top of his game. I think the worry on paper here before the game was how Wigan were going to get out in the absence of Emile Heskey. Well, they haven't had a problem so far. They've managed to get into the feet of Zaki. He's had good support from Capo and De Ridder either side.
This is De Ridder, thinking skipping away from Alonso. Now Catamol, stroking the ball around nicely. Figueroa. There's Capo. Zaki, the only man in blue and white, inside the Liverpool penalty area. Palacios. Valencia's in space on this near side, that was the target. Liverpool have been slow starters this season. No Liverpool player has scored in the first half of a Premier League game since back in April. That was Jermaine Pennant against Fulham. Only time they have scored in the first half in the Premier League. A Wes Brown own goal here against Manchester United. Gerrard flying in, and Catamore, two committed characters if ever there were. Shauna's ball, that's a ball that Heskey would like. And Shauna again, look at the most convincing defending by the Austrian.
Well, I think at times centre-backs just have to head the ball the way they're facing, and if you're light at all with headers in that area, you're liable to be punished. He got off with it there, but it was hardly convincing.
He's kept his place in the starting 11 today, despite the return to fitness of Emerson Boyce, who has been superb this season for Wigan. Boyce on the bench. That's Keane. Count will try and hunt this down, and that's a better header from Shauna back to Chris Kirkland. Wigan have never beaten Liverpool. Steven Gerrard hoping that continues here today.
Well, this is what you call a 50-50. Neither man was for pulling out. And that's what Catamole is in there to do today. He's the one of the midfield three, that bridge, central bridge, who's going to sit just in front of the two centre-backs.
That was Capo's header. Now Catamore presents the ball to Keane. Jermaine Pennant. Was that a handball? Yes, he's pulled it back, Alan Wiley. Free kick to Liverpool. You really can't underestimate just how big a win it was at Manchester City 13 days ago for Liverpool. And the manner it was achieved as well.
It's a good back run there by Derrida, just tracking Dossena on this side. Liverpool at times deliberately play narrow up front to allow the full-backs to get into the space in the wide areas, and Derrida did well to be aware there.
This is Riera, floored by Catamol. Another free kick to Liverpool. Sami Hyypiä on the Liverpool bench. May have thought he'd get a game today because he isn't on the Champions League list as of yet for Liverpool. But it's Daniel Agger who's got the nod ahead of him. Another good challenge there from Catamol. Liverpool will just beginning to get a little bit of momentum there. Such an important job today for Catamol to play at the heart of the Wigan midfield. There's Dossena. Had to really adapt to life in the Premier League. Now Daniel Agger. Dossena again. Gerrard with the turn on towards Riera. Got the better of Melchior. He has three in the middle. And it's swept away by Titus Bramble as Dirk Kuyt was lurking.
Well, Riera put it into the perfect area. He knew that Kuyt was liable to attack the front post. I don't think Bramble sees Kuyt coming in his blind side, but to be fair to the centre-back, he's well positioned to deal with this.
Well, they scored from a set-piece 13 days ago, Liverpool at Manchester City. It was Torres on the end of it that day. He was watching on in the director's box. Arbeloa. Big game this for Jermaine Pennant there. And Dossena, beaten by the rain, the slippery pitch here at Anfield. It's Pennant. Was he caught by Valencia? Play waved on. And he went straight down the throat of Palacios. That's a good ball. This is Kappa. The blue and white charge away to his right involves Amiyazaki, Palacios and Derrida. It's Kappa again. Liverpool have plenty of bodies back inside the penalty area, but Wigan will be thankful for the corner.
Well, Zaki wanted to throw in a little bit earlier. They had made a good supporting run to the back post, but the ball never arrived.
Another opportunity here for Wigan to test Pepe Reina and that Liverpool back four. Plenty of height to hit, even without Emil Heskey. Looking for Zaki, away by Kuyt. That's Valencia who had a little scuff at it. Zaki has stayed down inside the Liverpool penalty area. Heavy fall after rising for the ball.
Well, he's badly outnumbered at the back post.
Well, Steve Bruce will be fairly pleased so far, as long as Zaki gets back up here.
Yeah, they've made a good start. They moved the ball well. Well, it must have been the fault. Certainly no head contact there. He's come down heavily on his back. He's come over the top of Riera.
He is known as the bulldozer, Zaki, isn't he? And I think Liverpool defenders there just found that out. And Steve Bruce believes Wigan should have had more points so far this season, but he's reasonably happy with the return of 8 points so far. He'll be even happier if this man returns. Amir Zaki missed Egypt's game during the international break, missing a torn calf muscle. Didn't train before he played against Middlesbrough a couple of weeks ago. On loan, but he's cost Wigan £1.25 million for that loan, and if he scores 10 goals, Wigan will pay an extra £500,000 to his parent club Zamalek in Egypt. "17 minutes in at Anfield, no real glaring opportunities as of yet, and Wigan have come here to play. Alonso. Carragher screaming at the Sena to get forward. Here he is. Now Riera. Catch them all again, tidying up. There's Titus Bramble, a scorer here last January. Terrific goal as well late on. Alonso. Not open up here for Keane. He's got Pennant to his right. There's Arbeloa. Liverpool, as they would have expected, not having it all their own way. Riera. Now Gerrard. Pennant and Figueroa on that far side, and then just sent goalwards by Xabi Alonso, who can score from distance.
He's trying to score, there's no question about that. He may have spotted Kirkland just outside his 6-yard box. That's what he's taken on there, no question about it.
He does practice those in training every day from just inside his own half, where we've seen Alonso score from before. That would have been a big ash, though. Kirkland wasn't too far off his line. Shawnee will be hounded here by Dirk Kuyt. He doesn't look too comfortable, does he, Paul Shawnee, so far this afternoon? Of all the rotation Rafa Benitez has done in the past, Dirk Kuyt very rarely misses out.
He does the shift, Gary. You know, even when he's not always taking part in the game, he's working off the ball.
He's crept out to play, and Wigan will have the goal kick. Kuyt is having to do a different kind of shift down the middle this afternoon in place of Fernando Torres.
He might be happier down there. That's when he made his name as a striker at Feyenoord. Hard act to follow, though, in the absence of Torres.
Well, Rafa Benitez has spoken out this week, hasn't he, about the calendar, the international calendar. Thinking maybe a two-tier system would be better. Difficult to try and work that out, I would have thought. He's also a believer of maybe playing the first international on a Wednesday and the second on a Saturday, to give the clubs a week to get their players back. And Fernando Torres, because of that injury, he picked up playing for Spain. No Ryan Babel either, because of his ankle sprain as well. Happens to every club. Derrida. Palacios tried to move the ball onto Capo. Now Pennant with a chance to run. Kuyt inside of him. So too here Robbie Keane. Arbeloa making up the numbers on the far side. This is Arbeloa. Now it's Pennant. Can he get this cross in? Kuyt watching this. So too was Shawnee.
Terrific layoff. Terrific layoff.
Zaki finding Valencia. Plenty of pace about Wigan. It's a Valencia, Derrida and Capo. Valencia moving away from Riera. Now Figueroa. There's no panic at all from Wigan, just knocking the ball around neatly. Shauna will try and go long here in the hope that Zaki can try and get something on this. Good strength from the Egyptian, holding off Arbeloa. Valencia again, he can't hit them from here. We've seen that already. Capo now. Sells the dummy to Gerrard and then twists and falls to the ground. Again, patient build-up though from Wigan, and they're harrying Liverpool here.
Well, they're harrying them well up the pitch as well, Gary. You know, they're right in Liverpool's face. Liverpool's defenders getting no time at all to step up and make a pass.
Remember that record Steve Bruce has against Rafa Benitez, unbeaten in the Premier League. Well, he's very humble about it. When you point it out, he does say, yeah, but remember that 7-0 hiding they gave Birmingham City in the FA Cup a couple of years ago. Still has nightmares about that, I think. Valencia, now Melchior. They're with it once more. Zaki running across the back line, stopped by Aga. This is Figueroa. Catamol turning the ball on to Olivier Capo. Well, it's Capo again, he's in space here. Olivier Capo, good save by Reina. Capo again, Reina will try and pounce. And Liverpool survive.
Well, it's played onside by Daniel Agger. I don't think there's any question it was onside, and Reina did really well. Really awkward tight for him.
Well, that sparked the Liverpool fans into action. What about the team? Wigan have played really well here. And that's the first real opportunity of this game. Jermaine Pennant. Now Dirk counts.
Well, Titus Bramble just a little bit slow getting out to the ball there, and that's what encouraged Cout to get the shot away. But previous to that, a real chance for Capo. Agger was deepest here, that's why he was onside. Got plenty behind the effort. And it was a really awkward one for Reina, who reacted well to get out on the second attempt as well.
I think when Capo signed for Wigan, the trainees were queuing up, weren't they? And the YTS boys, after what he did at Birmingham City when he gave the trainee that cleaned his boots, James McPike, his car when he left.
As you do.
Yeah, I think it was a queue of Wigan trainees when they heard that Capo was arriving. This is Dirk Cout. Not the better of Shana. Keane was just too far away, and again it was Lee Catamol busy tidying up for Wigan. Dirk Cout. It's Alonso, a little bit closer in this time.
Always working the ball right to left. Never really a threat there to Chris Kirtland's goal. And it's a rare attempt. I think perhaps even Steve Bruce might be surprised at just how much of this game his side have managed to play in the Liverpool half of the pitch.
He's a very confident man, Steve Bruce. Exudes confidence when you go and speak to him, when he walks into a corridor or a dressing room. And he's hoping that his side replicates that personality on the field. But when Stoke City came here a few weeks ago, Liverpool were frustrated. It hasn't been like that so far. Wigan have taken the game to Liverpool when they've had the ball, just as they have now. Look at the gaps appearing here. Melchior tried to play the ball into one of those gaps for Derrida. Ricochet kindly. Zaki. Palacios demanding the ball. Palacios gets it belatedly. And Gerrard was upon him. Now Shana. This is Lee Catamol. Blocked by Cout. Riera chips the ball neatly to Alonso. Gets the better of Palacios. Now it's Gerrard on a familiar charge. Tries to lay Pennant in behind Figueroa. The Honduran international was alive to it.
Well, it had to be. Pennant just showing on the outside and then making that diagonal run, trying to get inside Figueroa there. That's where Gerrard was trying to slide the ball. Fullback very aware it was going in his inside and had to be.
The key word when you're a top four side, the big four, when you're playing at home, is patience. And Liverpool will know all about that. This is Daniel Agger. Riera in behind Melchiot. Shauna is covering. Desena gets the throw in, and Liverpool will be happy to be at that end of the field. Alonso. Put Gerrard in trouble. He's put his team in trouble there, Alonso. Agger winning it back. Now Desena. Agger has continued his run forward. Here's Keane. Tennant, Gerrard and Counts are all waiting inside the penalty area. So too was Palacios, not the cleanest of clearances. Riera gets the better of the Ridder. Now Tennant, he's trying to turn inside. It's Keane. We're going to count now on the edge of their own penalty area. Liverpool trying to barge away through, but the flag is up. And it's a free kick to Wigan for offside.
That's all it could have been, Gary. But again, good defending from Wigan. Making sure it wasn't going to come into the box.
Well, Paul Shauna had an uncomfortable start, but he covered well a few moments ago. There had been rumours of a rift between him and Steve Bruce, which Bruce has knocked down this week. And reports that Steve Bruce didn't want Paul Shauna to play twice for Austria in the internationals in September. Just play the one game. Shauna played both, but Steve Bruce has knocked down those reports that he has fallen out with his Austrian defender. And the fact he's playing here today, despite Emerson Boyce returning to fitness, is a big confidence boost for Shauna. Keane is onside. All alone, he'll have to do it alone. And he almost did.
Well, they had to take the shot on because there's no support arriving. But it's a beautifully timed run from Robbie Keane. Little diagonal there. And he's certainly onside as it's played. At worst, his level. Really difficult from this angle to open his body up and find the inside of the far post. But it's Robbie Keane's movement at its very best. He had a look up, there's no one arriving back post. So he has to take the shot on. And he just can't quite get the inside of his foot around the ball.
Still awaiting his first Premier League goal for Liverpool, but got off the mark in his last start against PSV Eindhoven here in the Champions League. The rain really is falling incessantly now here at Anfield, making it for a slippy pitch, which is why Reina's save was a good save earlier on, but they missed out here. A huge error, and Wigan have pounced through Miyazaki. A real howl at the back by Liverpool, and Wigan have cashed in.
Well, Daniel Agger didn't want the ball from Reina, but once he gets it, he's so slack. He was always liable to be punished. To be fair, great pressure on the ball, as we've seen from the first whistle from Wigan. They really have pressed the ball well up the pitch. And this is another good example. I don't think Agger particularly wants to pass here from Reina. But look at the pressure on the ball. And once Zaki wins it, well, one touch enough once he gets in. One touch to take it from Agger, has a look at Reina and just slides it into the corner. Well, game on now.
An error by Agger, but what a precise finish from Miyazaki. A man full of confidence, and you could see that by the finish. Well, Wigan may well be writing that extra £500,000 cheque to Zaki's club Zamalek pretty shortly. When he reaches 10 goals, they have to. That's goal number 7. Just as we were mentioning the slippery conditions here, Davey, but yeah, as you can see from Agger's body language, he didn't want that ball.
Clumsy first touch though, Gary, that's the bottom line. You know, I think Reina was slack in giving him it in that area, but he should be able to deal with it. He's good enough with the ball at his feet to deal with that. Just didn't expect the pressure from Zaki.
Olivier Capo. Liverpool won't panic. 4 times they've trailed in games this season, and they've come back to win them. Middlesbrough, Manchester United, Marseille and Manchester City. Can they do the same against Wigan? Well, that was a real bolt from the blue, the way that goal came about. But Miyazaki, what a cool finish.
Well, he's worked the two Liverpool centre-backs from the beginning of the game. And once again, you know, when Agger gets the ball, very easy for him just to sit goal side and not bother going to press the ball. And by doing that, he certainly got his reward.
Well, those Wigan fans that have made the short journey to Liverpool, to Anfield this afternoon, are in full voice. Well, as we mentioned, Wigan have taken the game to Liverpool when they've had the ball. They're worth their lead.
Yeah, it's not a case here that the Liverpool have dominated the game and they've been mugged on the counter-attack. If anything, Wigan have played most of the game so far in the Liverpool half of the pitch.
Well, Daniel Agger's first Premier League appearance since September of last year, in the absence of the injured Martin Skirtle, who is Agger's roommate. Sami Hyypiä may have thought he'd get the nod here this afternoon. He's on the bench. And Liverpool have to try and gather themselves, compose themselves and get back in this. But as we mentioned, they have done it 4 times this season already. Carragher to Pennant. Keane is just on the shoulder of Catamol, trying to burst forward. He'll have to check back onside as the ball didn't come his way, and Liverpool trying to make inroads on that far side. Dirk Kuyt. That's Arbeloa. Plenty of red inside the Wigan penalty area. Knocked away by one in blue and white. In Titus Bramble, there's Zaki again. De Ridder is leading the cavalry charge. The rest are a long way behind Daniel De Ridder. This ball will skip off the wet surface. He'll do well to keep it in play.
Just a little bit heavy. Once again, Zaki showing his danger on the break there. I just wonder when Reina gave Agger the ball, you know, if he gave him a shout, turn. Normally goalkeeper will give it to centre-back and he'll shout, turn. You've got time to turn into the play here. Agger takes a first touch and is just not expecting Zaki to be in his space, and boy, were they punished.
He's got the heart of a lion, Al Miyazaki. He will keep running and he'll keep persisting, especially now he's had some joy as well. Well, he won't panic at this stage. All about the grit of title challenges, which is Liverpool side have shown already this campaign. They won't be pleased at all with the circumstances which led to the goal.
Well, you don't want to keep making it hard for yourself. I mean, they dug themselves out a huge hole at Eastlands a fortnight ago, but you can't keep giving the opposition a goal of a start.
It's only the 4th goal that Wigan have ever scored against Liverpool, to go with Titus Bramble of last season, and 2 they scored in the League Cup encounter 20 years ago. Can Liverpool respond? Arbeloa. Here's Daniel Agger. De Sena. Riera. De Sena's continued his run, but look who's back again. Daniel De Ridder. Now Olivier Capo just puts Palacios in trouble. He does well to slide in and knocks the ball away from Pennant. Alonso. This is Riera, sat up nicely.
Smothered it. He knew that Catamol was getting across to him very quickly. Had to pull the trigger probably earlier than he would have wanted. And talking about pulling the trigger, once Zaki gets in here, and he's still got a lot of work to do, got his head up and just slid it in.
7th goal of what has been a fantastic campaign for him so far. Making a real effort to adapt to life here in England, on and off the field. It's Blackburn goalkeeper Jason Brown's wife who is actually teaching Amir Zaki English. And he's staying behind for extra sessions as well at Wigan. And it's paying off for it, and for Wigan. Talking about Steve Bruce having a fight on his hands to keep hold of Emil Heskey. Same could be said about Zaki, but while he's at Wigan, we'll enjoy him. Valencia. Now Melchior. Valencia again, trying to shuffle between Desena and Alonso. Melchior looking for Derrida. You made the point, Davey, and Steven Gerrard made the point as well, that Liverpool can't keep digging themselves out of holes, because one day they won't be able to.
I think it's all the more disappointing if you're Rafa Benitez, because it was an unforced error, really. You know, it's two mistakes. First of all, Reina, I think, gives Agger a ball that he doesn't want, and then Agger takes a clumsy first touch.
Agger away from Catamol. Nice ball from Desena to Agger, who's onside. Away again from Catamol, trying to redeem himself. Dirk Kuyt! Liverpool are level. Kuyt with the goal, but made by Daniel Agger, whose error led to Wigan's opener. What a response! It's 1-1.
Well, you've got to say he has cancelled out his own mistake, and that's an example of the feet this fella has. Terrific control and composure, because he may have been tempted to throw the ball into the box earlier than he did, but he just took a run into the box, got his head up and found the angle to find Dirk Kuyt here. He could have thrown it in here, but had the presence of mind just to continue his run, pick out Kuyt. You've got to say the big fella who made the mistake in the first place has certainly redeemed himself. Just to come 40, 50 yards with it, little give and go. Lovely little shimmy there to leave Catamol for dead, and he picked out Kuyt beautifully.
It was a long road to redemption for Daniel Agger, but he got there. And Dirk Kuyt has now scored in 3 successive games for Liverpool for the very first time. Behind for 8 minutes. That's the way to make sure the team talk isn't too harsh at half-time for Daniel Agger. His error, but what a way to redeem himself.
He's certainly got the crowd on side big. 8 or 9 minutes now for Wigan. Expect Liverpool to really come at them now.
First time a Liverpool player has scored in the first half of a Premier League game since April. Dirk Kuyt with the goal. Agger with the congratulations too for a one-man charge forward. Four goals for the season now for Dirk Kuyt, 3 in his last 3. And this game has a completely different complexion. Anfield has a completely different atmosphere. Desena, they were flying into the first challenge and then sped into the second on Valencia. Well, may take the conditions into account here.
I think Desena was expecting a booking there. That's why, yeah, he's getting one as well. Well, he's fortunate he gets off the ground there. If Desena catches him when he's planted there, he's in big trouble.
Yeah, he's gone over the ball. Saw a red card against Liverpool for Zabaleta at Manchester City a couple of weeks ago. A challenge on Alonso, but Alan Wiley seeing that as a yellow card for Andrea Desena. Approaching the final 5 minutes of the first half. 1-1 between Liverpool and Wigan Athletic. Liverpool again coming from behind. Dirk Kuyt. Alonso. This is Pennant. Arbeloa trying to race forward. It was handball by Maynor Figueroa.
Surface again, kicked up really, really quickly. But he was on his toes to make the interception in the first place.
Well, you'd expect now Liverpool to try and gather some momentum going into the break and try and get a second. And we'll have Wigan on the back foot, you'd expect, for the next couple of minutes, having equalised. Xabi Alonso. Well, Pennant just coming in off the right wing. Gerrard. Almost lost out to Valencia. Now Wigan are sitting in and making it difficult for Liverpool to try and find a way through them or around them. Well, there's no question that Steve Bruce will be the happiest so far. All square here, but he won't be happy that they let that one-goal lead slip just after 8 minutes. Would have liked to have hung on as long as he could.
I think he would take half-time right now if he had the choice. Just break up this Liverpool momentum.
Aga dropping the ball in. And it will be a corner to Liverpool.
Well, did Titus Bramble get anything on it? Was it Figueroa? I think he's underneath that. Don't think he'll get anything on it. It'd be interesting if Liverpool score from this.
Aga forward. So too Riera, Durkap, Gerrard and King. The targets to hit for Jermaine Pennant. And Chris Kirkland just gathers that. But Riera went crashing in. Tough conditions for the goalkeepers in that situation with the wet ball, the rain still crashing down hard on our field in the first half. Melchior. Now Valencia. De Ridder to his right, Cabo to his left.
Trying to find the inside of that left-hand post, just trying to cut across the ball, didn't really get it.
Scored a cracker, didn't he, against Manchester City a couple of weeks ago. He's a player who is constantly linked with a move to Anfield. So much so, in jest, I know Steve Bruce likes Palacios and Valencia at times to train in red bibs because they're linked with Manchester United and Liverpool so often. Must be difficult for a manager like Steve Bruce who's building a team. He doesn't know if his players will be staying or not at times with the speculation that goes on. It's Durkap! What a strike that would have been! Fabulous effort!
Well, Chris Kirkland can only watch this. Won't see a football struck any speed. In fact, he's got a finger to it. It's a wonderful save, actually. Because Durkap could not have struck that any sweeter, and I'm sure Kirkland got the tips of his left hand to it.
That is a magnificent stop from Chris Kirkland. Back at his old stomping ground. Great hit from Cout. Liverpool almost in front at the end of the first half. You can see they've got the taste now, haven't they? Zaki finding Daniel De Ridder away from the lunge of the Sena. Capo's just behind him and De Ridder just had too much to do. We'll have 2 minutes of added stoppage time. Pepe Reina fields that effort from Amir Zaki, but as we mentioned, the conditions are slippery and tricky. Great stop from that man a few seconds ago. Used to travel up to Anfield with his dad as a boy to come and watch Liverpool. Chris Kirkland got the dream move, didn't quite turn out to be the dream move he would have wished though. And stopped Liverpool on that occasion. Amir Zaki. It's Pennant. Riera trying to turn the ball on. Capo making things difficult for Daniel Aga. Throw in to Liverpool. And Steve Bruce will just be hoping for the half-time whistle to come. We will have those 2 minutes of added stoppage time at the end of this first 45. If anyone is likely to score in the next couple of minutes, you would say it would probably be Liverpool. This is Pennant. It's a good ball in! Well, it's a real chance. Albert Riera, the man in the middle.
He should score, Gary. He really should score. He's timed his run to perfection to the front post. Figueroa shows Pennant too much of the outside here. It's a terrific cross. Perfect height. Well, is he up a fraction early? May just have been on the down here as he gets the contact. Terrific ball from Pennant. Timed his run perfectly and he should score. What's a good ball in from Jermaine Pennant.
From one winger to another, and Riera couldn't convert. Huge opportunity that to put Liverpool in front just before the break. He has been a goal scorer from the wing in the past. His best return, 8 goals in one season at Espanyol. It's Valencia, now Melchior. Valencia to Derrida, was just caught in the face by the arm of Aga. Here's Valencia, Capo demanding the ball. Valencia with plenty of work to do. Cesena and Aga in his way. Still going low here, Valencia. He has done well. Trying to pick out Zaki. That is magnificent. What a goal from Amir Zaki. Wigan in front again. That is phenomenal.
Well, it's absolutely outrageous because the ball is behind them. It's a horrible height. And if anything, Wigan could have got the ball into the area quicker than they did. Eventually, Valencia hangs it up. I think it's Alonso who's defending the back post for Liverpool. And he thinks he's well positioned. But what an effort on the full volley as this comes over his shoulder. They took a long time getting it in. But you won't see a better finish anywhere than this. Absolutely stunning. And to get his body into that position to finish is extraordinary. Actually, Arbeloa, who's at the back post, ends up underneath it. But he's not expecting that.
That is a special, special goal from a special, special striker. Wigan in front at the break at Anfield. 2 goals for Amir Zaki. Sandwiched in between, Dirk Kuyt with a leveller at the time for Liverpool. But what a thunderbolt from Amir Zaki right on half-time. A shock could be on the cards at Anfield. Liverpool having to do it the hard way again. Half-time, it's Liverpool 1, Wigan Athletic 2. Half-time here then, Wigan lead by 2 goals to 1. This was the first. Amir Zaki, an awful error from Aga in the slippery conditions here. Didn't fancy it. What a finish though from Zaki. That was 1-0. And then Liverpool level. Aga, road to redemption. He created it for Dirk Kuyt. That was 1-1. And then look at this. What a goal this is to put Wigan in front at half-time. Phenomenal strike. Wigan lead 2-1 at the break. Welcome back to Anfield. This place still stunned by an Amir Zaki blockbuster right on half-time, which has put Wigan Athletic 2-1 up here. There's the man in the middle, the man in the question, Amir Zaki. 2 goals for Wigan. 8 goals now so far this campaign for the Egyptian international. Sandwiched in between those 2 goals, a Dirk Kuyt leveller at the time for Liverpool. But we have seen one of the great Premier League strikes here with Zaki's second. No changes at half-time by either manager. Steve Bruce is on course to outwit Rafa Benitez again as it stands here at half-time. Thanks to an Amir Zaki blockbuster right on the half-time whistle. If Liverpool are to win this, then once again they'll have to do it the hard way. They have been a second-half team so far this campaign, but immediately Zaki causing problems again.
I think Jimmy Carragher expected Pepe Reina to come for that day. People decided to stay, that's why he ended up under pressure. It's another example of how Zaki's prepared to press the ball, chasing all the lost causes.
2 terrific strikes, the first one coolly taken after the door was opened by Daniel Agger for him, but the second quite out of this world. And what does Steve Bruce do here with this Wigan side? Do they sit back or do they take the game to Liverpool in the second half, just as they did in that first 45? At the moment, it looks like the latter. Have been scored by Liverpool in the second half of Premier League games so far this season. They do take their time to get going in these matches.
Yeah, there's a lot of football left in the game, Gary. It's not over by a long shot. Liverpool have proved there's a bit more steel about them this season.
There's no question about their character, is there, to come from behind. We've seen that.
I think the danger for Wigan is that they do drop off. You know, you mentioned what do they do? I think they've got to try and play as high as they did in the first half. The tendency, the natural tendency, is to drop off though and try and defend what you have.
Amir Zaki again trying to be a handful for Carragher to deal with. You could see Jamie Carragher's frustration when that second goal went in. He says he still hasn't got over conceding the 2 goals against Manchester City 13 days ago. More nightmares for Carragher as it stands right now. Of Amir Zaki. Here is flick on, and Chris Kirkland not look on anywhere from Titus Bramble on the stretch.
Yeah, did well. Otherwise, Kuyt is in. Full stretch there from Bramble. Certainly wasn't a pass back.
Confident, of course, that Kuyt brought out a superb save from Chris Kirkland in the latter stages of the first half before Wigan went 2-1 up. Kirkland sending the ball onto the crossbar. It did look towards the end of the first half that it would be Liverpool the likely scorers. But how wrong we were. Amir Zaki with the belter. That's Bramble's diagonal ball for Daniel de Ridder. Trying to get the better of De Sena.
Good pressure again. And most of the pressure has been in the Liverpool half of the pitch. They haven't been waiting on Liverpool coming into their half before they go to meet them. They've been meeting them as high up the pitch as they can.
Rafa Benitez is unbeaten against Wigan. His Liverpool side trailing here. Bramble to Lee Catamol. Zaki's flick looking for Palacios. Alonso in and gets the free kick.
Just beaten by the speed of Alonso there. Foot was high, but I don't think there was any malice in it.
Steve Bruce has just screamed at Alan Wiley, and now the official having a word with the manager of Wigan Athletic. Bruce probably saying, I wasn't screaming at you. He's back in his dugout for now. Benitez beats Steve Bruce for the first time in a Premier League game. Having to do it the hard way. This is Carragher. Now Agger. Gerrard. Agger again. Liverpool try and go around Wigan, use the width, or will they try and go through?
I think it's got to be wide. Very compact, very narrow Wigan. We're happy to funnel Liverpool into the central areas.
It's not long and wide to Jermaine Pennant, who did well to get anything on that on the stretch. There's Steven Gerrard. Yet to see too much of the Liverpool captain. As you know, you can never, ever write him off. As a whole, Liverpool's midfield have struggled to get on top of this game. There's Agger. Desena, who is still being selected for Italy despite not playing too many games for Liverpool. Still adapting to life on Merseyside. The ball to Pennant. Figueroa and Capo for company, and Pennant has squeezed the cross in. Alonso. He's got the free kick. Let's see if Liverpool to drop something inside the Wigan penalty area. Taking his place just on the edge of the Wigan penalty area. Vieira, who missed a header in the first half, is also there, as is Dirk Kuyt. Alonso lifts the ball into the danger zone, the flag is up. Immediately it went up. The Catamol was the man who cleared it. I think it was Daniel Agger who was caught offside.
I think it was a terrific delivery from Alonso. It's not one that Chris Kirtland can come for. Agger in just a fraction early there. Good defending at the back post from Catamol, who wasn't to know the flag was up.
Wigan have lost just one of their 3 away games in the Premier League so far this season. That was the opening day defeat against West Ham. Since then they put 5 past Hull. And got a draw at Tottenham Hotspur as well on the day when Steve Bruce thought Tottenham were there for the taking. That's Robbie Keane. Now Desena. Launching himself forward into space. De Ridder to his left. Melchiot there for support just behind him, as is here Catamol. Dirk Kuyt is chasing him down. Wigan do look comfortable in possession, don't they, with the ball, and Figueroa will hope that he gets the throw in. It's been kept in play by Pennant. Now what can Liverpool do here? Just too much on that for Keane, and Shauna stepping up. Keane's harrying, and Liverpool a throw in.
Well, Shauna did enough. The centre-backs don't like being drawn as wide as that, but dealt with it.
Two players up top for Liverpool who do work their socks off in Dirk Kuyt and Robbie Keane. Trying to move forward. Zaki trying the clever flick, didn't come off. This is Steven Gerrard. strength, awkward for Jamie Carragher. Agger trying to clean up.
That's priceless, absolutely priceless. He's got Wigan 70 yards up the pitch. They look second favourite there jumping against Carragher. And he's got his team right up into the Liverpool half of the pitch.
His manager, Steve Bruce, has just walked out from his dugout and given Zaki a standing ovation for that work. Bruce, a former defender, of course, knows just how priceless, as you say, Davey, that is when you come up against a striker like that.
I mean, Steve Bruce, in the absence of Emil Heskey, must have wondered how Wigan were going to get out today. How they were going to make it stick. Well, Zaki has certainly not just made it stick, but he has worked up Liverpool backline on his own.
Figueroa's throw in. Zaki again. Vital block by De Sena. Could have been celebrating a hat-trick. Now it's Daniel Derrida, and it's spilt by Rayner, the offside flag up.
Well, very late it went up. Had a long think about it, the far side assistants. And once again, they worked it into the wide area. Not the worst ball in. Was Capo onside? Yeah, he's ahead of the ball, so correct decision by the assistant, who took a long time to flag.
Andrea De Sena is down for Liverpool, receiving treatment after blocking Amir Zaki's shot a few seconds ago. And Zaki is just having a little bit of treatment on his right calf. Catamol has been heavily involved in this game. He was here.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know the flag's up here, Lee Catamol, and he's perfectly positioned at the back post to deal with that.
But yeah, just a few seconds ago there, Zaki just having a little bit of treatment on the back of his right calf. He has had trouble with a calf injury, which he's been carrying for around about a month. Steve Bruce will not want Zaki to come off. Neither will Zaki, I'm sure. De Sena is back on for Liverpool after his spell of treatment. That's Jamie Carragher. Shauna tried to get her up in front of Robbie Keane. Came off Shauna last, and it will be a corner to Liverpool.
Just caught on his heels there, Paul Shannon, as the ball came in. Robbie Keane was on his toes, he was on the move. Coming in the angle, always had a chance of winning it. Big moments now for Wigan.
Not far away from the hour mark at Anfield. Wigan leading by 2-1. Can Liverpool come back again? Unsure to De Sena. The cop aren't too happy about that. This is Alonso, still plenty forward for Liverpool. Look at Zaki again. Tussling with Xabi Alonso. Alonso comes out on top, but he is frustrated by the presence of the Egyptian, as you could see. He just flung his arms out in frustration. Now Steven Gerrard. Robbie Keane. Penalty run count. Good save from Kirkland. Second time he's denied Dirk Kuyt in this game.
I've got to say, Gary, it's better than good. It's a wonderful save. Wonderful reflex stop.
Still they come forward. Riera. Now Steven Gerrard away from Palacios. Melchior will have to put it behind, and does.
On the place for it, didn't know what was behind him there. Liverpool starting to turn the screw. And this is a wonderful save here from Chris Kirkland. And not his first of the day either. Great reaction to get his left foot out.
More work to do here for the former Liverpool man. And it's Riera's header. Well, Dirk Kuyt was waiting to pounce at the far post.
Well, he's outside the front post, Riera, but it has to go down as a good chance. He's lost his marker. And he just doesn't get enough in this. He's just trying to help it onto the target. The pace is already on the ball.
Liverpool building up ahead of steam. Good pressure from Rafa Benitez's side at the start of this second half.
Well, Dirk Kuyt must have thought he's scoring here. Just nursed it onto the target. Excellent stop again from Kirkland.
Still suffering from a niggling back problem, Chris Kirkland, which is why he wasn't too concerned about being left out of Fabio Capello's latest England squad, so he could rest that back problem. But make no bones about it, Kirkland wants to be a future #1 for England. Being hit by those injuries he's had time after time. But that was a big moment in this match. in front of the Kop, denying Dirk Kuyt. This a real test of Liverpool's title credentials. This the kind of game they would draw last season. Rafa Benitez and Steven Gerrard and Jamie Carragher have all made that point. At the moment, though, they're behind.
Well, the other thing is they don't have the talisman. The man who got them out of jail in Manchester 2 weeks ago. Who's going to step up to the plate this afternoon?
It's the 21st time Liverpool have started a game without Torres. They've won 10 of those previous 20, lost 3. But as you'd expect, the goals ratio drops right down when Torres doesn't play. Of course, they're unbeaten in the Premier League when Torres scores for them in a Premier League game. But he's not here today, watching on from the sidelines. Gerrard's clever flick doesn't come off. Wigan just beginning just to drop a little bit further back. Alonso's ball, trying to tempt Riera. It doesn't drop for Liverpool, it may do now. It's Robbie Keane.
Oh, Melchior almost get done there through not going to meet the ball.
Now it's Steven Gerrard.
Poor by his standards, and he knows it. But previous to that, Melchior is so fortunate, didn't go to meet the ball and was almost done on his inside. Riera coming in late there, and it just gets away from him.
Well, he's had a couple of openings, Riera. That wasn't too much of a massive opportunity for Riera. A couple of headers, though, have gone wide. It was the header that was given offside when Daniel Agger met it. Lee Catamol knocked the ball away. Wigan have a man down. I think it's Derrida on the far side. There he is. Played an important part, especially in the first half, Daniel Derrida.
Yeah, it sticks to him. Good feet. He's provided a good out ball. But I don't think Wigan have had a failure today. How tough would this be for Steve Bruce, wary to leave Anfield today empty-handed, having watched this side give this contribution to the game?
The sun is almost out of downfield now after the rainstorm in the first half. I remember Gareth Southgate's face here when Liverpool scored late on against Middlesbrough back in August to win it, with a wonderful goal from Steven Gerrard. Steve Bruce will be hoping he won't be feeling the same way. In the game looking for Zaki, and caught by Pepe Reina. There's Gerrard. That long ball is flagged for offside, and another free kick to Wigan.
Oh, he reckons not. Dirk Kuyt, and Alonso couldn't have switched it any quicker than he did. He's looking right across the line. Wigan, unsurprisingly, no hurry to take this.
Well, Wigan could never get a point against the Big Four since they arrived in the Premier League, but since Steve Bruce took over, this is the 6th game that they've played against a side from the Big Four in the Premier League, and he's managed to draw 3 of them. So they have been picking up points. They are a hard team to beat. But the momentum just with Liverpool. Agger invited to run again. This time stretching was Valencia to prize the ball away.
Good tackle.
Zaki again. Carragher will be battered and bruised when he wakes up tomorrow morning.
Well, Jamie Carragher knows that he's not going to get a clean header. Any time Wigan go long, he knows that Zaki is going to be right in his face.
Riera, Gerrard ahead of him. This is Gerrard. Thumped away by Titus Bramble. Again, look at the duel here. And the decision has gone Wigan's way. A foul by Carragher on Zaki. What a duel that is, though, this afternoon.
Well, it's been a terrific contest. I'm not convinced that he would have taken the free kick. Zaki there, he probably had a good advantage. Alan Wiley probably thinking there was no support, that's why he's given him the free kick. And once again it gets Wigan up the pitch.
Zaki to target once more. Well, he has been a victim of his own success at times, Amir Zaki. You probably heard they've run out of Zs in Wigan and Manchester as well to put on the back of his shirt. He took 10 home to Egypt a couple of weeks ago and he couldn't find any Zs, so he had to spell his first name Amir. His family thought they were fakes, would you believe? But that is just what a popular figure he's become, even more so now with surely the goal of his life in that first half to put Wigan 2-1 up. And Steve Bruce's 6-month pursuit of Zaki has paid off already. There he is again, Zaki running for everything. Now Daniel Agger. His mistake led to Wigan's first. He redeemed himself by creating Liverpool's equaliser.
This is where it's got to stick for Wigan. This is where they have to try and get up the pitch a little bit. They're starting to drop off now. I don't think you want to invite Steven Gerrard onto the edge of your box, not with his shooting ability. Got to try and get up as high as they can. That's where the success lay in the first half.
And Steven Gerrard, 100 goals for Liverpool. 70% of those have come in the second half. And St Boyce and Jason Kumas amongst the substitutes there for Wigan. Emil Heskey sat just behind them, sitting out this game today with that hamstring problem he picked up whilst playing for England. This is Alonso. Liverpool need their big game players to get in this game and produce something. Here's one of them. Now it's Riera. Shauna made sure it didn't find a way through to count. The Sena switching play. Lovely ball to Arbeloa. Carragher. Now Pennant. Keenan Couter waiting. The supply line is cut off by Figueroa.
It's better defending that time. I think at times Figueroa has shown Jermaine Pennant too much of the outside and allowed the cross to come in.
There's Olivier Capo.
Good well.
Away from Arbeloa. Looking for something on the right-hand side. Valencia and Melchiot are the options. Here's Melchiot. De Ridder in space inside the penalty area here. De Ridder into the side netting. Liverpool cut open.
Well, I don't think he can score from there. Just surprised he didn't try and pull it back across the 6-yard box. Both Capo and Zaki are in there. He's got a good angle here to pull that back across the 6-yard box. Doesn't get his foot round it.
Kevin Kilban is ready to come on for Wigan. Figueroa. Palacios. Figueroa once more. That's where Wigan will want to keep the ball. It was a few seconds ago inside the Liverpool half. Bramble to Figueroa. Caught from behind by Pennant.
I don't think Figueroa will be unhappy with being taken late there by Pennant and nowhere to go there. Free kick gets him out of trouble.
Kilban was about to come on for Wigan, but he's warming up again. Zaki again. How many balls has he won?
More than he expected to, I'd imagine.
Riera for Liverpool. Kevin Kilban is about to come on. We believe it's Daniel De Ridder who will make way for Wigan in a few seconds' time. Daniel Agger. This is the cries of frustration from the Liverpool fans.
Robbie Keane wanting it dropped in behind early.
Well, they get an opportunity now. Keane left on the floor by Shauna's challenge. And this within range for Liverpool.
Yeah, this has to go down as a great chance. All down to who fancies it. Alonso and Gerrard the favourites, you would think. Sharner a fraction out with this challenge.
Well, Xabi Alonso spotting it up, yet to score this season. Kirkland has denied Liverpool twice already with 2 fabulous saves. Gerrard and Agger have both moved forward there now as well. Huge opportunity this for Liverpool. Wiley just having trouble keeping that wall back. What can Kirkland see of it? It's Alonso or Gerrard, or maybe Agger. The wall is creeping forward and Alan Wiley about to lose his patience, I think. Jamie Carragher getting involved as well now, just talking to Desaina too. Liverpool just trying to put bodies on the end of that Wigan wall and amongst it.
Well, that below is just trying to stop Valencia charging here. He's on the end, he's the one who's charging. 4 solid, 1 charging.
Well, Liverpool want the free kick taken again. Wigan trying to charge out once more, and Alan Wiley's got his work cut out here to try and pin this Wigan wall back.
Well, I say, I think Wigan are unlucky here. I think Liverpool made a mess of the free kick.
That's been shown to Valencia, who was trying to charge out. Melchior arguing the case as well, but I think that was Valencia, wasn't it, who got yellow carded. Touches it there.
It's got to get out. Once the ball's played, they're going to get out, aren't they?
Valencia charged out after the ball had been flicked. But Liverpool get another opportunity. This could be a contentious moment in the game if this goes in. It is Steven Gerrard, a whisker away. How close for the Liverpool captain?
Well, he reckons a fraction. And he's not put his foot through this. Just trying to pass this inside the right-hand post, just opens his foot up. Oh, he's a fraction out. And Chris Kirkland was never getting there. That's his side of the goal, but he was in no man's land.
Gerrard not quite to the rescue as of yet. Still Wigan wait to make this change. It's Carragher, closed down by Zaki. So too will Pepe Reina. Desaina ahead of Derrida. Not had the best of times since arriving at Anfield, Andrea Desaina. Just over 15 minutes left of normal time at Anfield. Wigan in the lead by 2-1. They have never beaten Liverpool. Derrida trying to latch onto this. Reina aware of the danger. Couch scrapping. Sharner winning their header. Looks behind him now. Tidied up by Bramble. Jermaine Pennant turning away from Olivier Capo. He stayed down, Pennant.
That's where they've made the challenges for most of the afternoon, Wigan, in the Liverpool half of the pitch. That's where they've gone to meet them. Certainly caught their Pennant.
It's Alonso's ball lifted inside the Wigan penalty area there, away by Melchior. Pennant again.
Sharner just screaming at his back line there, get up, get out. Doesn't want to camp on that 18-yard box.
Will Wigan retreat further and further the longer this second half goes on. Arbeloa has got in behind, it's Dirk Kuyt, runs in front of him and away from him. It's Valencia for Wigan. A sight of goal there almost for Dirk Kuyt.
Don't know why he didn't hit it, Gary. May have got a shout from someone else.
Strong challenge by Valencia on Alonso. And Valencia was yellow carded earlier on. There's a second yellow, and it's a red card. Valencia, who was sent off playing for Ecuador last week, has just been sent off playing for Wigan at Anfield in the Premier League.
Well, you got to say, I mean, it's totally needless. It's in an area of the pitch that is not going to be costly for Wigan. And having already been yellow carded, he's really walking on eggshells.
Steve Bruce incensed. His Wigan side are down to 10 men. Valencia red carded for the second time in a week.
Alan Wiley's only a few yards away. I've got to say, he is high there, he's leading with the studs. And on a yellow card, 2-1 up at Anfield, I don't think that's a tackle he has to make. And I don't think Alan Wiley has a choice there.
You can't show your studs or lift your feet off the ground these days. As you say, Dave, he was in an area, he didn't really need to make
yeah,
that.
It doesn't matter. It's goal side, all he's got to do is stay goal side, stay on his feet.
I think when Steve Bruce does see the replay, he may change his mind. For now, he's incensed. Wigan are down to 10. And that was Figueroa who spotted Reina off his line. Liverpool are about to make a change. Wigan, remember, we're about to bring on Kevin Kilban. It hasn't happened, though. Nabil Elzar is coming on for Liverpool. Well, how will that change the game now? Wigan will have to try and hang on with 10 men for the final 15 minutes plus stoppage time. Arbeloa. Now it's Alonso. Pennant for Liverpool. Cleared by Catamol. Miyazaki trying to hold off Jamie Carragher. Zaki wins the battle. And here's Pepe Reina. Sweeping up. Can Liverpool find a way through the 10 men of Wigan? They did, of course, through the 10 men of Manchester City 13 days ago. It's Jermaine Pennant now. Keane waiting inside the penalty area. Pennant gets the cross in. No one was behind Robbie Keane.
It's a good cross. Good cross. He's entitled to feel someone should be coming in there at the back post, Jermaine Pennant.
Space here for Steven Gerrard. Trying to get it back onto that right foot of his. And then it's Alonso deflected. It's a corner.
Oh, Kirkland didn't know where it was going. He's on his way to his right-hand post there. Could have gone anywhere. Watch Chris Kirkland here. He's going to cross this goal.
Well, Liverpool are making this change before the corner. It's Andre De Sena who's coming off. And Nabil Elzar, the young Moroccan winger, who comes on.
31, Nabil Elzar.
Liverpool with this corner. Elzar straight into the action here. It's a good ball. Chris Kirkland gathers.
Just a little bit too high for Agger at the front post. Chris Kirkland in no hurry to hit it long here. He's no one to hit. Well, it's just going to come straight back at him.
Well, Miyazaki was still in the right back position there, as it was launched long by Chris Kirkland. Still, Kevin Kilban, who's been waiting to come on since about last Christmas, I think, is ready to come on for Wigan. Things have changed, of course, since the sending off of Valencia. It's a good ball and a little dipping header from Riera, another heading opportunity.
Well, he has to take it on, and again, it's a horrible angle for him. He's just trying to nurse the ball onto the target. He's going to do very well to score from there.
Well, out of the side today, but Miyazaki has led the line superbly in place of Emil Heskey. And Fernando Torres, how Liverpool could do with him on the field. Wigan then making this change. Daniel De Ridder off, Kevin Kilban on. To add a little more solidity here for Wigan in these closing stages. This will be one of the biggest results in their history if they hang on. They have never beaten Liverpool. Never beaten a big four side in the Premier League. So Kilban is on and Yossi Benayoun is coming on for Liverpool.
And replacing number 17, Alvaro Arbeloa, is number 15.
So Benayoun on for Alvaro Arbeloa. So Liverpool now have taken off both of their full-backs.
Well, this is the way they finished the game at Manchester City. They finished with just the two centre-backs. Alonso just in front of them. Gives them an extra midfield player.
It's Riera. Elzar, 4 to hit inside the Wigan penalty area. Gerrard just dropped off into space here. It's a nice dummy. It's Riera on his right foot. It's a superb goal. Liverpool are back from the dead yet again. Fabulous goal. 2-2.
That's always going to be the danger if you end up as deep as that, defending your penalty spot. You're inviting that kind of shot. And even with good numbers goal side, there's absolutely nothing Wigan can do about this. Elzar could have played it in early. Lovely step over from Steven Gerrard. And Riera's got time to set himself and drill that home. And that was the danger for Wigan, just getting deeper and deeper and inviting that kind of shot from the edge of the box. And now they've got a long 10 minutes or so to hold out here with 10 men.
All round, really good goal. Great dummy from Gerrard. Good run by Elzar. Fine finish from Riera. First goal for the club. Can they come back again? The momentum is with them. This time it's Alonso. Look at the space to line a shot up. Well, as Jamie Carragher has pointed out this season, draws cost you in the Premier League. Those going for the title don't draw too often. That's why Liverpool at Manchester City and here today are going for the win.
Yeah, this is the type they have to win. It's as simple as that, Gary. Well, how painful would it be for Steve Bruce, given his team's performance?
Michael Brown about to come on for Wigan. It's Jamie Carragher lifting the ball towards Robbie Keane. It's a free kick to Wigan, a foul on Shauna.
Well, that'll do them nicely. Takes a bit of the pressure off. Somehow they've got to get up the pitch a little bit.
Michael Brown ready. It's Olivier Capo who is about to come off. Wigan, remember, down to 10. The sending off of Valencia, it could prove very costly for Steve Bruce's side.
Wigan Ath substitution replacing number 23, Olivier Capo. Is number 11.
So Capo trying to take as long as he possibly can to walk off the field, being hurried up. Warren Wiley trying to hurry him up. He's off, Brown on at the heart of that Wigan midfield now.
Yeah, you're playing beside Cattermole. Palacios has gone right midfield, Coban left. So still two banks of four here for Wigan. Just Zaki up front on his own.
Another goal in this game, Davey?
Well, you wouldn't rule it out. I mean, it's been a remarkable story so far.
The Liverpool fans in future, if they pull this off again, won't be turning up until the second half, will they? What character, what grit they show. This is Pennant. Liverpool, remember, without their two full-backs now. They're playing two at the back. It's Gerrard. Almost a perfect ball to Pennant. Alonso. Pennant is onside, just stumbled.
Just so deep at the moment, Wigan, and they're in an area where we've already watched them losing a goal from the edge of the box, and they're also liable to lose one from a header if they're camped in front of their goalkeeper. This was a beautiful step over from Gerrard, and it gave Riera all the time in the world to set himself.
First goal for the club. That's what it means, especially when it's an equaliser which may rescue a point. May do more than that. This is Agger. This will seem like a long 6 minutes plus for Wigan with their 10 men. Jamie Carragher. Yoon in space inside the Wigan 18-yard box. It's Pennant, it's another good ball. And this is Yossi Benayoun creating the space. Still Benayoun, important block by Shauna. Riera. Now what can Wigan do?
Oh, he needs help here. Great tackle, terrific tackle.
A crunching tackle from the left winger. And Albert Riera. Here he is again. Elzor ahead of him. Now it's Jermaine Pennant. 4 are waiting for a Pennant delivery. And it's connected with Count. Oh, it's in! Count delivers again for Liverpool. How many times this season are they going to come back and do this? Incredible grit, incredible character. They lead 3-2.
Well, what they've tried to do, Liverpool, is just make the pitch as wide as possible for Wigan. They've stretched them right across the back. They get it wide to Pennant, and Count, not for the first time, just holds his position around the penalty spot. Not dissimilar to Zaki's effort of the first half. Count hits this into the ground. I don't think Kirtland can save that. Really awkward tight for him, and it's just sneaked in off the underside of the bar.
4 goals in 3 games for Dirk Kuyt. 2 of them could well be match winners. Listen to Anfield now. This place is bouncing. The roof has fallen in for Wigan. It's Keane looking for Kuyt. On the way by Kirkland. Benayoun couldn't quite latch onto it. Alonso. Liverpool hunting a 4th goal to try and make sure. 5 minutes plus left. Foul by Yossi Benayoun. Free kick here to Wigan. They will be disconsolate.
Well, listen to the crowd. I think they realise what their team has given them this afternoon. And as we saw 2 weeks ago, Eastland's just a refusal to settle for anything other than 3 points here.
They came from behind to beat Middlesbrough here. They came from behind to beat Manchester United here. They came from behind to beat Marseille in the Champions League. At the City of Manchester Stadium, they came from behind once more to see off Manchester City. And now, Wigan Athletic, are they to be put to the sword after leading twice in this game? So it's up those points. It may just win the title in May for Liverpool. If they do pull it off, they'll look back to games like this. Of course, first of all, they have to stay in the title race. But mentally, Davey, how strong a character is this?
Well, you know, there are certain characteristics that you need to win a title. It's not all about good football, fancy football. It's about having the mental toughness at times.
Kirkland out of his goal. Now it's Dirk Kuyt. Kirkland was scurrying back onto his line. That's Elzor, has been penalised. It's one of those tricky ones where, as we mentioned earlier on, you have to keep your studs down. You can't really let 2 feet leave the ground.
Right, he took some of the ball, but he came down on top of the ball with his studs.
We said at the time, what a turning point it could be, Valencia's red card.
Yeah, and it was a needless challenge as well.
Steve Bruce was incensed with the sending off, but from the replays, Valencia went over the ball and took the man, which you can't do in football these days. There's Steven Gerrard, Liverpool trying to make sure of the points.
No need for Liverpool to put the ball in the box now. The last thing they want to do is put it in Chris Kirtland's hands and allow him to kick it the length of the pitch. Just got to keep it now. Job's done. And what a job of work it's been.
And Riera and Pennant are more or less playing as wing-backs now. Liverpool, remember, took off their 2 full-backs in pursuit of this game. If you want to feel sorry for any Wigan player, feel sorry for Amir Zaki, who scored an absolute blockbuster in the first half and could well be on the losing side. It's Durkat. Keane to his left, Benayoun through the middle, counts on a hat-trick of course, it's Robbie Keane, it's straight to Kirkland.
Tough from that angle, and they've lost possession.
There's Amir Zaki, and Wigan bite back. Shauna has stayed forward, just bounced off his head the wrong side.
Well, he will stay up there. Let's try and play off him, if they can get the ball at us. And Liverpool have enough experienced heads in that team to see this out, surely.
Well, Rafa Benitez and Steven Gerrard both pointed out Liverpool cannot keep giving sides a goal or a two-goal lead, because one day they won't be able to fight back, but they have done again this afternoon. They will have 5 added minutes of injury time, 5 minutes for 10-man Wigan to try and get an equaliser in this game. It's a tough ask for them.
The official has indicated a minimum of 5 minutes added time.
A 5-goal thriller. Liverpool have come from behind again, and this may well have won the game for them.
Terrific finish on the full volley from Durkat. The ball was on the rise as Kirkland got some of his hand to it, just couldn't get enough onto it.
Wigan have just made a change. Jason Kumas is on, and it's Wilson Palacios who has gone off. Into injury time at Anfield. Jason Kumas, a Liverpool fan.
Wigan Athletic substitute.
He try and inspire the Wigan fight back in the last few minutes. He might lose a few friends if he does. The Scouser. And Steve Bruce would have known, wouldn't he? That it wasn't all over at 2-1 at half-time. He would have told his players, Liverpool have got this fabulous record now of fighting back. But how crucial was that sending off of Valencia?
Well, totally. It just made it much more difficult for them to get up the pitch, to get out. It left Zaki really isolated up there. Oh, one last chance here for Wigan, maybe, to put it in the box.
Yeah, Wigan with this free kick, a handball and a free kick, which Figueroa will send forward. Zaki's forward, so too Bramble, Kevin Kilban, Michael Brown, Shauna. They're all camped on the edge of that Liverpool 18-yard line.
Attendance 43,868.
Liverpool go to Madrid, Atletico Madrid in the Champions League during the week, and then it's a trip to Chelsea. That was so vital. They took 3 points out of this game to stand toe-to-toe with Chelsea going into that game. It's Robbie Keane, Benayoun to his right, so too Gerrard. Benayoun wants it now. Keane delays. Gerrard trying to keep up with it. Oh, and it bounces off Gerrard.
Well, Benayoun wanted it back post, and Robbie Keane kept lifting his head as if he was going to throw it deep for him. And eventually tried to pick up Cout. Couldn't quite find him. Not quite over yet.
Sami Hyypiä has just been called back to the Liverpool dugout. Looks like the big Finn is coming on. Just a shut-up shot. We've still got 2 minutes of injury time left. It's Steven Gerrard. Alzar to his left. Gerrard, lovely ball, Keane's offside.
Oh, was it? Couldn't have been anything in that. Gerrard certainly released the ball with perfect timing.
Liverpool then taking no chances as they prepare Sami Hyypiä to come on. Michael Brown just shoves Benayoun out of the way. Rafa Benitez and Sami Lee almost launching themselves onto the field. They thought they should have got the free kick. As it is, they will get a goal kick. So Sami Hyypiä coming on. It's Robbie Keane who will leave the field. The dying embers of this game. Rafa Benitez has plotted another comeback. And Steve Bruce is crestfallen. Ran his socks off up front again for Liverpool today, Robbie Keane. Hasn't got his goal this afternoon. Now Sami Hyypiä comes on just to make sure that Liverpool hold on to this. Pepe Reina told to get on with it by Alan Wiley. That's Figueroa. Miyazaki leaning in. Now Brown. To Shauna. Will Wigan get one last opportunity? They're down to 10. They have 11 to try and find a way past.
That's a good steal.
Gerrard, tried to play in count. Who, like Zaki, is on a hat-trick.
I'm surprised Gerrard didn't take it into the corner. That's what Pennant's going to do.
Time is almost up. Elzar. This is Riera. Elzar wants it inside the penalty area. I don't think it will quite go towards him. Liverpool happy to run down the clock. Riera again. Now it's Gerrard. Riera was left grounded and gets the free kick.
I think he just clipped over Michael Brown. And Steven Gerrard might take the shot on here. I'd be surprised if he crosses this and gives Kirtland a chance to come and take it.
Well, surely this will be the last action of this game. Liverpool just do not know when they are beaten. They've come from behind again to beat Wigan Athletic by 3 goals to 2. For the first time, Steve Bruce is beaten by Rafa Benitez in a Premier League game. Dirk Kuyt, again, the match winner. 2 goals for Liverpool. That only tells a smidgen of the story. Amir Zaki put Wigan in front. Kuyt level, then Zaki with a wonderful second. That was 2-1 to Wigan at the break. Riera levelled for Liverpool. And then Dirk Kuyt struck the winner. Liverpool move on to 20 points. Fantastic game at Anfield. Tremendous drama. Great goals. It's finished. Liverpool 3, Wigan Athletic 2.
Thank you very much, valued support. And elsewhere in the Premier League today, it's finished Arsenal 3, Everton 1.